What is going on, everybody? My name is Chicken Fingers, your friendly neighborhood commentator, and today we will be doing a Smite post commentary focusing on the ranged physical goddess Freya, Queen of the Valkyries. A quick breakdown of Freya's skills: you have Brisingamen's Blessing, her passive. Freya's necklace converts 20% of her magical power to physical power, allowing her basic attacks to gain strength as her magical strength grows. Freya's number 1 skill is Irradiate. Freya activates a buff that lasts for 5 seconds and makes her basic physical attacks do additional magical damage. This additional damage is halved when Pulse is active. Freya's second ability is Pulse. Freya activates a buff that lasts for 5 seconds that makes her basic attacks ranged and deal additional magical damage and slow by 25%, doing the same damage to nearby enemies. While Irradiate is active, the additional damage is halved while the slow and area damage are not applied. Freya's third skill is Banish. At her ground target location, Freya banishes her enemies into the air. The enemies can't be hit or take action while in the air. And for Freya's ultimate and fourth ability, Valkyries' Discretion. Freya uses her Cloak of Feathers to fly above the battlefield, where she fires down blasts of magical damage up to 4 times while flying. Freya can't be hit during her ultimate and can right click to cancel it early. The order in which I like to upgrade Freya's abilities is I start off with a point in Pulse, which helps me clear enemy minion waves, also doing some poke damage to enemy gods should they stick around those waves. Then I put a point in Irradiate, which gives me close range damage. In case the enemy gods do get in close, it makes me a threat to them. Then I put a point in Banish. This allows me an escape as well as the ability to shut off enemy god attacks. Next, at level 4, I put another point in Pulse to give me more damage. And then finally, on level 5, I upgrade to Valkyries' Discretion, giving me that ultimate. From there, the priority is Valkyries' Discretion, Pulse, Irradiate, and then Banish. Moving on to Freya's item build, I normally use a SmiteFire.com build, which I have grown attached to, though sometimes I may modify it based on what I'm fighting. I start with Spear of Magus, which allows me early on penetration in case I will be fighting tanks such as Guan Yu. I then grab Boots of the Magi for extra speed, mana, and magic power boost. Next, I focus on the Warlock Sash and start building stacks early on. The extra health and mana are greatly appreciated. The Fatalis usually follows on next. This allows not only my pulse to fire quicker, but allows me extra speed for running away if I need to. After that, the Rod of Tahuti gives me a huge magical damage boost. This makes me extremely dangerous to enemy carries. Finally, the last item is normally Obsidian Shard, which gives me more magic power and penetration, helping me to deal with enemy tanks in team fights. Now let's move on and see how I use Freya to dominate this match. Level 3 left lane, Bastet moves up, uses Razor Claws on Ra, who then gets a Tranquil Gift from Guan Yu. We go back to finish the creep off while Solar Blessing comes out to heal both of them. Bastet moves up towards the very edge of the tower range while I stay back and I pop Pulse and hit both Guan Yu and the melee creep. Guan Yu responds with a Warrior's Will into Tallow Assault on Bastet. I use Banish to stop the attack. Celestial Beam comes out and misses. Tranquil Gift goes off. Razor Claws hits Ra and Guan Yu. I pop Irradiate to hit Ra, chase him back into his tower range. He uses Solar Blessing to cover his tracks, but it is not enough. I do hit him with another Pulse and finish him off. Warrior's Will hits on Bastet, but Tallow Assault does have to miss as he runs back with almost no health back into his tower using Tranquil Gift. I tell Bastet to retreat because I do not want her pouncing into the tower for the kill. She does help me reach level 5, which I do use my ultimate to finish off Guan Yu despite him using Tranquil Gift and securing the unofficial double kill. Once again, in the left lane, level 6, Ra hits Bastet with auto attack, who uses Razor Claws in response, finishing out the wave. I banish Guan Yu during his Tallow Assault because it annoys the hell out of him to lose his attack. I then pop Pulse to help clear the wave, and I do get hit one hit on Ra, who does use Celestial Beam and misses anybody but the creep. Ninetales on Ra with the Pounce and the Razor Claws. He uses Divine Light, Solar Blessing, and his ultimate Searing Pain. I use my ultimate and finish him off and get the kill. Once again in the left lane, Miss Bastet moves up with a pounce, followed by a Razor Claws, then a Ninetales. Divine Light comes out, and then Solar Blessing, but I use my ultimate to finish off Ra before he can get away. Guan Yu falls back while I do trash talk. Bastet stays near the tower and starts attacking the creep. The Tranquil Gift does hit on Guan Yu to give him some more heals, but Razor Claws comes out and does some damage. She does use Ninetales. I do not believe that landed. Guan Yu falls behind the tower to get away, but she runs in, gets Catcall. Guan Yu pops Tactician Advantage to try and kill the cats, but it's not enough. He can't get away, and without my direct assistance, Bastet gives me the assist. Here, moving through the jungle from left to mid, seeing that my Ra is in danger, he does get hit by Warrior's Will and then a Talu Assault. He is in deep trouble because Ao Kuang pops Tornadoes. Bastet moves in, gets a Razor Claws on Guan Yu. I move in from behind. They notice that they are stuck behind. Warrior's Will does not get him any safety. Ao Kuang pops Tornadoes, hits Bastet, who uses Aegis to stay alive. I pop my Irradiate and finish off Guan Yu, then pop my ultimate, and with Solar Blessing's help, we finish off Ao Kuang. Here, once again in the left lane, I use Pulse on an apparently AFK Guan Yu, who does reanimate himself. I use Irradiate, but he uses Tranquil Gift, and the tower's focusing me, so I disappear. Bastet moves in for the kill, but Odin has showed up, uses Lunge, and then Gungir's Might on my minions to clear them. I use Pulse, but it's not doing much damage. He must have some serious magical protection. So he uses Creeping Curse on Bastet, who moves in with some auto attacks. I do use Banish, try Irradiate instead, but he counters with Ring of Spears, giving him CC and mobility and lots of damage with that Gungir's Might. Catcall comes out, does lots of damage as well. He tries to retreat into tower range, but I use my Valkyrie's Discretion to finish him off. And then Ao Kuang moves in with his Spirit's Tempest ultimate, and unfortunately for him, he misses. And fortunately for me, I saved my skin. Coming in from left lane, too late to save Ra. I do hit Odin with Pulse, and then Ao Kuang pops his Tornadoes. I do get hit by it. Use my Valkyrie's Discretion to kind of negate the Creeping Curse. Aegis comes out for Ao Kuang, while Odin does take a lot of damage. Bastet begins to chase down Ao Kuang. I chase after Odin, who lunges away and then uses his attack speed buff, which does nothing for him. Ao Kuang gets killed by Bastet, and I finish off Odin, who decides to turn around with Pulse for an easy 2 kills. Here's zoning for Bastet while she picks up the enemy movement speed buff. We move into the left lane, seeing Guan Yu and Ao Kuang move up. She does initiate with a Razor Claws and then followed by a Catcall. He pops Spirit Tempest and Aegis, which keeps him alive. I pop Pulse to try and slow him down, but Guan Yu counters with a Tactician's Assault. I use Valkyrie's Discretion to finish off Ao Kuang after his Aegis wears off, doing lots of damage to Guan Yu. Then pop Banish, saving Bastet's life. She pounces away. He uses Talu Assault. She uses Ninetales, Razor Claw, and I finish off with Irradiate for another double kill. Here in the left lane by myself, when gangsters Odin and Rush show up and giving me trouble, so I pop Pulse. Odin hits a Lunge and a Gungir's Might. I banish him, and Searing Pain barely misses from Ra. He then does hit me with the Solar Blessing, and then follows up with Celestial Beam, which barely misses, and then a Divine Light. Knowing that he's picking up speed and I am slowing down due to Divine Light, I turn around, pop Pulse. I know I'm going to die, but do as much damage to give Bastet, who's coming in, as much a chance to kill both of them as possible. I banish Odin, and Catcall comes out. He pops Ring of Spears, trapping Ra, killing his buddy. Ra dies, even though he did kill me with Celestial Beam, and now it is Bastet versus Odin, who hits him with a whole bunch of auto attacks, and she is winning. He tries to run away. He gets hit with a Razor Claws. He lunges. Ninetales slows him down, giving her a chance to catch up with an auto attack, giving me the assist. Here, showing up late to a team fight in the right side of the jungle. Odin comes around the corner. I try to banish him, but miss. Pop Pulse. Ra is left by himself. Odin has dipped out, and Ra uses Celestial Beam, misses. Shackles comes out. Divine Light is popped, but Valkyrie's Discretion is overkill. Hey, you can't spell overkill without kill. Here we go. Falling Ares, who has Guan Yu shackled and in Searing Flesh. Guan Yu uses Tranquil Gift. Look to my left. There's Ao Kuang. Look to my right. There's Bastet. It's team fight time. So here, Odin and Ra chase down Ares. Hits me and Ares with Searing Pain, and Odin pops Ring of Spears, but I fly over the top of it, killing Ra with Valkyrie's Discretion, doing a lot of damage to Guan Yu, but he gets finished off by Ao Kuang's Spirit Tempest. Sit down, son. Odin trying to make a break for it, goes to Ao Kuang's Spirit Tempest and his Tornadoes, but Ares says, no sir, we are not done, you still owe me coffee money. And Odin tries to run away, but it's not enough. Searing Flesh does finish off Odin. Ao Kuang tries to get the heck out of there with Slither, but it is it. The enemy team has enough of my Freya shenanigans, and they do surrender, and that is it, guys. That is my Smite post commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. My name is Chicken Fingers, your friendly neighborhood commentator, and I will see you on the battlefield.